welcome to the post-game press conference for the Indonesia International Basketball Invitational 2023, following the game between Uni Arab Emirates versus Indonesian national team. The game was ended with score 62 for Uni Arab Emirates and 66 for Indonesia. Now the head coach of Uni Arab Emirates, Coach Munir Ben Slimain, and the captain Jasim Muhammad Al-Masmi have joined us. We would like to remind you to ensure your mobile phones are off or on silent mode. This press conference will be conducted in English. So for Coach Munir, could you give us your comments about the game?
First of all, congratulations to Indonesia national team. It's a good win, and it's a good game for us too. I think we fight all the way till the end. We show some resilience, and we really fight in every possession. Something weird in the stats. Usually there is a strong relation between total rebound and percentage of winning team. So we out-rebounded the Indonesian national team 52-43, but unfortunately we did not score on crucial time, and that's basketball. So stats, sometimes they lie. But this is show our resilience, the kids fight. It's a learning process. We're gonna learn from those mistakes, and we have to go through those mistakes.
All right, thank you, Coach. And for Jasim, can you also please give us your comments about the game?
Again, I would like to congratulate the Indonesian team. They came really far from, as I remember, last 10 years, the team really got way better. It's a top-tier team now. I'll give them that. But as our coach always says, we're here to leave a print in this championship, even though it's friendly. But we want to show the world that, and we want to show everybody, especially in Asia, that we can compete with any team. So this is what we try to do. Maybe on height average, maybe we're not the tallest team, but I can say, with all due respect, with all the other teams, that we have the biggest hearts. So I'm proud of my guys. It was a loss, but we gained a lot from this game.
All right, thank you, Jasim. And for the press, is there any question? We will be open up for 3 questions. So is there any question in English?
Hi, Coach. Taufan from Amphipod. So this is actually a newly built arena. So what is your first impression of Indonesia Arena?
Really, we appreciate playing over here. So we start having some vibes from the World Cup, even we will not play. But I think it's a state-of-the-art arena. The fans today, they were behind us and cheering for Indonesian team. During the World Cup, I think it will be totally different atmosphere, and it's great, and it's a plus and bonus for player to play in such arena.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach.
Next question.
Good evening, Coach. I'm Nia from National Radio Station RRI. I just have one question. Your team was leading for about maybe until, if I'm not mistaken, third quarter. But after the fourth, it was amazing how both teams playing very good. But I want to know what is your opinion about Indonesian playing so far for this game. Are they showing a good defensive for this match? Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, for sure. You know, basketball game, it's a game of runs. I think every team has his own run, and many runs. You know, we have 9 times the lead change, 5 times tied game. I think we came short up to the start of the fourth quarter. We were leading, and when we were -6 on the last 3 minutes, we made 5 stops in a row. but we cannot score. I take that as an act of resilience, but for sure that the credit and merit to the Indonesian player. They put pressure on our guard and they score when it must. And this is basketball. You have to score when it must.
Is there any other question? Last question? Another question? All right. Thank you, everyone. This is the end of the first part of the press conference. We will back soon with the Indonesian national team. Thank you. Welcome back to the second part of this post-game press conference. We now have with us the winner team, Indonesian national team, with the head coach Milos Pejic and Marquis Bolden. First of all, big congratulations to both of you and for the team. And for Coach Milos, could you give us your comments about the game?
Hello, everybody. First, yeah, nice to see you again. On the end was a real championship game against United Arab Emirates. We start slowly in defense. We start pretty soft first half, but we changed our game in second half. Changed the game with our defense. We allowed only 20 points in second half. We forced them 23 turnovers. We scored 16 points from turnovers, and I have to be pleased with the game. I have to be pleased with the approach of all players with energy. I want to remind you we start our camp only 2 days before this tournament. One more time, thank you to players, thank you to people who was in the arena, and I want to call them to come tomorrow against Syria and help us. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach. And for Bolden, could you give us your comments about the game also?
Yeah, well, I felt like the game went well. You know, we started off kind of slow. We know UAE is a very physical team, so I just love the way we adjusted, you know, in the second half. We made a lot of changes, started to be stronger with the ball, started to rebound better, and, you know, that was the biggest change in the game was the rebounding.
All right, thank you. Is there any question?
Good evening, Coach. Adrian from Main Basket. Coach, we all know that the FIBA rules still will allow us only play one naturalized player. With how the things move on, the thing moves so far with Marquez, with Bean, how you want to play the team right now? I mean, do you like it more big or do you like it more fast, like with Bean?
Depends of the roster, but obviously all Asia teams, Southeast Asia team have a problem with size. The first option, of course, is a big man for our team. But don't forget, we prepared the team for Asia Games in China, end of the September, and we expect to play both there. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. For Marquise, glad to have you back here, man. But with all, I mean, like almost a year, I think you left, you back to the States, and then now I want to know how do you see the progress of the locals player? I mean, like today you lead the team with 16 points with Yuda, and how do you see how they improve so far in this last year?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it. You know, I played with a lot of these guys last year, like you said, Yuda, who else? Rigi has gotten better, Derek, so I'm just excited for the future. You know, Yuda, he won his first championship this year in the IBL, him and Reza, so, you know, congrats to them. And, you know, I'm excited for the future. You know, you can just see how much better Yuda and everybody else is getting, you know, each year.
Thanks, man.
All right, next question.
Good evening, Coach Amnian from National Radio Station RRI. Just one question. From these 2 games for today, since the first one in the 2nd August until today, even we still have one more game, but I want to know this from your players' performance today. Have you satisfied with the defense system? This is what you already want, or there is still more that you want from the defense mechanism that you want from the players? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you for your question. I already said we just start to build our system in offense and defense. We have a lot of new players. Don't forget we changed 6 or 7 players from SEA Games championship team. Yeah, gold medal team. 6 or 7 players. Only 5 players is here. Derek going back to States after this tournament. That's only 5 players. We have to start really from zero, from zero. After 3 days, I have to be very pleased with what we showed tonight and yesterday. We will see tomorrow. We expect a tough game, competitive game against Syria. We want to play every day better and better. That's our goal.
All right, next question.
Question for Marquise, Taufan, and Randy from Amphipod. So you guys were down by 5 in halftime. What were some of the messages that Coach Milos passed on in the locker room?
Just to be more physical, to start the game, and they were just kind of taking the ball away from us. It was unforced turnovers. We had a lot of fast break points that we missed out on, just making bad passes. So just, calming down and taking care of the ball and just being more physical. We weren't being ourselves at the beginning. And so, at halftime, we just tried to turn that around.
Yeah, and please correct me if I'm mistaken here, but you last played for the Milwaukee Bucks Summer League last year in the Summer League. So what is your plan for this year as far as playing professionally?
Yeah, so I actually didn't play Summer League. I participated in training camp and through preseason where, I had a good stint there. And, we're still working on the fall. We have a lot of opportunities back in the States, and we're just excited to, continue to represent Indonesia for right now.
Sounds good. Thanks, Marcus.
All right, last question.
Yeah, Coach Milos, Kelvin from Kompas newspaper. Coach, the national team project started with Coach Raiko from, I think, 4 years ago. In SEA Games, he played with no naturalized player. And you now, in this event, have 2 great naturalized players, many heritage players, and many young talent. From your perspective, how far this team goes from that point, from that time? Thank you.
Yeah, you talk about the SEA Games.
SEA Games Manila.
Yeah,
2019.
19. I just arrived in Jakarta in that time. I lead Satria Muda. I didn't watch the national team, but of course, all team in Southeast Asia make big improve. In last couple of years, they naturalized a lot of players. Last SEA Games in Cambodia, Cambodia host team has how many? 6, 7 naturalized players. Thailand play with 6, 7 naturalized players. We need one rule for all. I think that's too much. For me, 2 or 3 naturalized players max. If we want to develop local players, local basketball, 2 or 3 naturalized players is enough. We play with 3 in Cambodia, but you talk about the Philippines SEA Games, Indonesia play without a naturalized player. That's not question for me. But I think 2 or 3 naturalized is good measure. Yeah.
And how far the national team progress from that time to now, Coach?
I think it's big. Gold medal in SEA Games, good Asia Cup here, good competition for Indonesia national team. Now we are in process. We are making new team, new generation. We try to extend the base of local players, because in the last couple of years we choose maybe 12 to 15 players. Our base is pretty small. If you have a problem with injury like now, we have a problem to make any roster for any competition. We need more bigger base, but that's the process. We cannot do that in a couple months, of course, but we start that process now.
One more question, Coach. How about Zen's situation?
Zen, how I know, Zen is in the process of he's not in the process of naturalization. He's he start his process to getting the passport, because then is 50-50, yeah, Indonesia. Not problem to him to get the passport from Indonesia government, yeah. He's in the process already. After this, he's coming back to States. He play in his college, but now he's, I think, on my opinion, he's much closer to Indonesian national team. He's promising guy, of course. Of course.
All right. And that concludes the second part of the press conference. Thank you, Coach and Marcus. Thank you, everyone. The post-game press conference is officially over.